Testing, testing. Oh shit. I talked the whole time without hitting my mic button. Oh my god. I'm gonna start this over. Dang, I just learned the importance of audio checks. So yeah, if you're watching, welcome to the stream. It is August 25th, a little after 2:30 p.m. I'm gonna do some math problems today. Yeah, changed up my setting. Now the camera's eye level, changed the lighting. I'm sitting at an angle this time. Yeah, we're gonna see how today's stream goes. Gonna go back on Khan Academy. Still have my Wacom tablet. I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit. Let's see. Follow me on my socials, Blue Sky and Instagram. So yeah, I'm gonna do my screen share now. Man, I just recorded like 6 minutes without the mic being on. That was ridiculous. But yeah, I'm at level 35, currently 662 skills. Khan Academy, why should we have to calculate the amount of skills we have? I mean, we can, but why should we? Yeah, 1337 is my current percentage to the Maelstrom Badge. So yeah, gonna do some math problems today. Here I am. Changed my icon to the one that you get after Amelia. Oh, it's Amelia? No, it's not Amelia. I'm Johnny. So after 250,000 energy points, you get Johnny as an icon. So change that. Let's go to math. Oh, in Japanese. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, we finished 5th grade and that was a nightmare. Long division is a pain to do, and so is multiple digit multiplication. But yeah, hopefully today I'll have it easier. I know it's probably not going to be easier because the higher we go, the harder the problems get. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Today I want to finish this entire 6th grade unit. Let's see what this is. This is... Okay, so a little bit of statistics. Surface area. Perimeter and area on a coordinate plane. Let's see. Triangles. Inequalities. Intuition. Okay, multiple variable. Algebra. Absolute. Okay, absolute. Powers of fractions and decimals. Okay. And what's this? Percents. Finding percents. That's cool. Alright, let's get to it. My music keeps going up for no dang reason. Well, I'm gonna adjust my music real quick. Ooh, gotta. Okay, I have to adjust my music. Alright, let's see how much I know in this unit. Daniela scored 101 points in 5 basketball games. Casey scored 154 points in 8 games. Hope scored 132 points in 7 games. Casey tried to order the players by their points per game from least to greatest. But here's his work. Common error. Alicia drove at a constant speed and traveled. Okay, so 23 divided by 3 times 11. 671. LeBron is comparing flights departing from Minneapolis. Which 2 ways could LeBron find the flight with the fastest average speed? Find the least kilometers per hour. Find the least. Find the least minutes per kilometer. Yeah, we got it. Amanda could jog 15 miles in 5 hours. At this rate, how many miles can Amanda jog in 4 hours? $14.4. Oh my god, I'm so glad I could use the calculator. I mean, yes, I did use the calculator a little bit yesterday when it wasn't introduced, but you know, I gotta double check my work. So yeah, I'm glad that they're starting to use the calculator. Okay. A baseball team has 3 different pitchers. Randy allowed 2 runs and pitched 3 innings. Felix allowed 4 runs and pitched 5 innings. Jonah allowed 5 runs and pitched 7 innings. Which pitcher had the lowest runs per inning? 6.8. Randy. That's pretty easy. So we just wait. There we go, that's better. Each big square represents one hole. What percent is represented by the shaded area? 145%. 180. The double number line shows that 270 people attended this year's auction, which is 125% as many people as attended last year. Complete the table. So this is 270. Oh shoot, I can't use a calculator for this one. So that's divided by 5. 7. Why am I using with a cursor? I have a pencil. There you go. So this is 54. Okay, 54. And 54 times 4. 6. 216. Yeah. 122. I keep knocking my pencil over. Oh, let me adjust something. There we go. Alright, there we go. My head should be center for the rest of the stream, and if it's not, just let me know, guys. The tape diagram shows that Rita answered 14 questions correctly on a post-test. Rita learned a lot this unit, so 350% as many questions as she answered correctly in the pre-test. Whoa. It's 2. 4. Yeah. I just did that in my head. I kind of have an idea of how to do that if I had to show it, but I'm like, okay. Could do it. When a grizzly bear hibernates, its heart rate drops to 10 beats per minute, which is 20% its normal value. 50. Has the same value as 20% of 45. 20% of 45. 80. Dang, it's a lot of insects. Okay, which of the following options have the same value as 40% of 84? Oh. A gumball machine contains 23 gumballs, 52 red gumballs, 34 blue gumballs, 61 yellow gumballs, and 30 pink gumballs. What percentage of the gumballs are red? So I gotta get the total first. So you got 23, 52, 34, 61, and 30. So this is 12. Carry the 1. 7. No. 8. 11. 17. 20. 202. 52. Let me do this again. 23, 52, 34, 61, 30, 5. Oh, dang. I did this wrong. This is 10. Oh my god. I can't add. Carry the 1. 8, 11, 17. Alright, this is easier. 26%. Alright, this was pretty easy. Let's do that unit test now. Let's go. Oh my god, my scroll doesn't work. This is 191. John is a quarterback this year. He completes 350 passes, which is 70% of all the passes he's attempted this year. How many passes has John attempted this year? So 70s, 50, 500. Following has same value as 75 times 75% of 96. Okay. Okay, this one 100% of 40 kilometers, that's 25%, and then this is 125. That is 110. Good question. Let's see. 96, 75, 7, 63, 45, 75. So 75 times 13. Oh my god, I hate when it's wobbly like this. This is 150. No. It's not 150. 225. 75. 975. A baseball team has 3 different pitchers. Randy allowed 2 runs. I just did this one. What's 5 divided by 7? I used to know that off the top. 0.7. So Randy is 0.66, 0.8. Thanks, Randy. Okay, this is 42. This is 21. 63. 8 hours. So we got, oops, we got 5/3. $40. That is 13 1/3. Because this is 39. 13 1/3. Got it. So until we have 20 blocks here, 60%. No. So we got 6/20, 30%. Alright, that was way better than yesterday. Oh my god. Nine and fourths. Oh shit. 27 for 8. Yeah. 54th. 16/49. 6. Let's see how to use this. To the 5th. Yeah. 2.25. 2.25. Pretty easy. 5/3, 125 plus 19. Start. Okay, my zoom does work. Shit. Is 4 carry the 1, 4, 244. Zoom out. I want to see if this writes well. Okay, 25. 4 carry the 1. 4. 244. Okay, cool. Shit. Oh. It's 120. Dang. I can't believe I got that wrong. Shoot. Okay. 21. 21. 1/8. So this is going to be 1/8 times 28 minus 4, 24. 4, 3. (21 minus 10) it's 11. Okay, so this is 5 times 8 plus 9, 40 plus 45. So 17 times 5. 35. Yo, what's up? What it do, hello world? Welcome to the stream. 5, 3, 85. I hate when I get this stuff wrong, because it's like really punishing. And my bot is not working because I have no idea. Yeah, there's supposed to be a welcome message every time. Oh, welcome to the stream. Yeah, hopefully I could get my so yeah, what are you doing up? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you should be sleeping or not, but yeah. 2. This is 5 times 8 plus 9, 17. I just did this. 5 times 17, 35, 85. How's things in India? Okay, let's see. 16. If I type these 1 to 4. If I type these, it's a little bit faster. 1 divided by 4 times what? 16? Plus 16. So 20 is my answer. $14. Bro, get some level up. These are second grade problems. I do. Yeah, my objective is to get to Maelstrom Badge. So as you can see, I did 5th grade already. I'm in 6th grade. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm actually pretty high up. I'm trying to do all of math. Well, I'm not going to try to do all of math, but however much it takes to get to Maelstrom. So let's see. Let's go to math real quick. How much did I do? So I did. Oh. Yeah, I'm level 36. So I did all of these, and so yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to get to the later levels, but I'm trying to build up levels right now. So yeah. 7, 5. 25, 5 minus 1 is 4. 9, 12. Let's see, this is 3, 9. 27. 3, 5. Thank God. So what you doing up? Are you working right now? I know there's a lot of people who work during the graveyard. So yeah. What brings you to my stream? 12 plus 6, 18. Let's see. All right. 17 over 36. 36. 5, 12. Third. Oops. Jeez, I can't type right now. 3, 5. 25 over 8. Yeah. 6, 3. There we go. 4, 10. 7. Can I do this? To the 6th? Yes, I can. 0.25. 749 plus 5 is 54. Let's see, 3 to the 5th. That's false. False. Wait. 125. What is 3 to the 5th? It's definitely not. They're all false. Alright. 4. 1 over 25. This is 8 plus 16. 8 plus 16. 4. 24, 6. Yeah, what's up? 27 over 8. 20 minus 14 is 6. There we go. There you go. So what's up, hello world? How's your day going? I know you said it's like 3:30 in India right now, but yeah, what brings you to my stream? So number 9, 8, 16, 24, 32. Okay, Gabe's mapping out important family events. He uses negative numbers to represent the time before he was born and positive numbers to represent the time after he was born. For example, Gabe's mom was given a special coin in year -20, and Gabe's sister was born year 7. What does 0 represent? Year Gabe was born. Here we go. Which point is located at -1/6? C. Where's the blue dot number? That's -3. 3.2. That's a -5. Oops. Oh, okay. There we go. Man, integers are never my strong suit. I gotta do that again. Oh my gosh. Where is the question mark on the number line? -10. What point is located at 0.095? Which point represents -2? D. -3 point. -3.25. Yellowknife, Canada was named the coldest Canada city in 2014. In January, its average temperature was 26 degrees Celsius below 0. Which number represented an average temperature in Celsius of Yellowknife, Canada in January? Graph the opposite of 1.5 on the number line. Okay, hopefully that gets me. Okay. -D is 3/2. Move C. It's 3/2. I forgot that wrong. Oh my gosh. Which dot? It's gonna be C. It's -3/2. Okay, there we go. Oh man. Why can't I take this quiz? There we go. I can take the quiz. On the number line, -2 and 2/7 is below this one. Ming's Lodge has a value of -$0.51 million. Felipe's restaurant has a value of -$0.89 million. Do the right cards. Oh, that's right here. Felipe's restaurant has less value. Yes. Which of the following inequalities are correct? That's not true. This is true. It's the only one that's true. Yeah, okay. Order the following numbers from least to greatest. Pretty easy. This is -2. That's pretty good. Yo, how'd you find my stream? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he freaking left. I think that was my first hater ever. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this fool. Oh my gosh. Shit cracks me up. So, oops. Oh shoot, I gotta edit some stuff from yesterday. The lumber line shows freezing points of water and carbon dioxide in degrees Celsius. Freezing point of water, 0. Excuse me. Ooh, absolute value. I don't know if I remember how to do this. Indoor. It's farther from 0. Indoor pool. Oh, I should have read the explanation of that. A zookeeper weighs her animals once a month and compares their weights to the previous month. Lemur lost 3 kilograms between January and February. The rhino gained 12. Otter lost 2. And the penguin gained 4. Which animal had the least amount of change in weight? Otter. Use the following number line to determine the expressions of true or false. A is less than 0. It absolutely is. Absolute value of A is great. True. A, that's false. It's going to be equal. Shit. This is false. Okay, hold on. Oh, actual A. Oh, okay. So A was negative. All right, I got it. I got it now. I got it. I'll do it again. I got it. Yeah, see, that's why I thought I didn't really get absolute value. Javier and Nadia are discussing the elevation of Lima, Peru. Lima is both. Yeah, both of them are correct. Reykjavik, Iceland has an average temperature of 7 degrees below 0 in January. Nuuk, Greenland has an average temperature of 10 degrees Celsius below 0 in January. Which has the coldest temperature? Nuuk. Which is farthest from 0? Nuuk. So, to be true, that means 19 is the only one. Ooh. Oh, all of them. Jesus. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about the negative. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. 4 friends test the temperature of the water. Miko's water is... Okay. Which friend's water has a temperature closest to the freezing point? Closest to the freezing point? Leon. Ulaanbaatar. March. Mongolia. What is the temperature difference? Oh my god, I'm just gonna do it again. Jeez, okay. I keep forgetting how to do these. Kendra and Jamal are standing in line. The number line shows their positions in meters with positive numbers representing positions to the right. Which of the following statements are true? Kendra is 6 meters left. Oh, Jamal, yes. 6 meters apart. Yeah, all of them are correct. Igor and Bodhi started the beginning of a wrestling season at the same weight. Igor gained 3 pounds or 3 kilograms over the season, and Bodhi lost 4 kilograms. Which friend weighed the most at the end of the season? Igor. Which had the biggest change in weight? Bodhi. Okay, is it less than 0? Yes. Is it greater than 0? Yes. Yes. I remember that now. In a jungle, a geographer observes 4 different animals. Which animal is the greatest distance from sea level? Bird. They're both correct. Alright, I'm just gonna do it again. That'll hit most of them. So it's 3. Which one's going to be less than 3? There we go. Aditya and Nathan received a tuition bill of negative $250 from their daughter's college. On a negative bill, the negative amount means the bill was overpaid. We paid the college $250 more doing to. We owe the college. Whose statement is true? They don't owe anything. Aditya. Emio and Aya have the same starting amount in their bank accounts. Emio withdrew Emil withdrew 52 yen. Aya made a deposit of 38 yen. After transactions, who has more money in their bank account? Aya. Whose transaction represents a bigger change? Emil. Benito is trying to throw a beanbag into a hole. The number line shows the hole where the beanbag is thrown. Where is the beanbag located? It's at -4. What's the difference? 4 players are playing a game together. They gain or lose points based on their actions. Ahab loses 5 points for letting a fish get away. Cam gets 10 points for collecting a mushroom. Ella loses 100 points for disturbing a bear. Get your shit together, Ella. Gigi gains 80 points for building a fire. Whose action has the greatest effect on their scores? Ella. There we go. We can do the quiz now. Hey Sharmishta, how's it going? Alright, let's see. I suggest you solve G papers. What is G papers? Can you tell me about that? Which inequality correctly orders the numbers? -2, oh, okay, so 0.8, then -2. What is G papers? I don't know what that is. Tell me about it. Use the number line to compare the numbers. On the number line, -2/3 is to the right. This means is greater than. Yes. It's Emil. Lol, it's like grade 5 maths. What the fuck are you solving? What the fuck is your problem, dude? I'm doing 6th grade stuff, bro. You see, 6th grade math up here. I mean, if you don't like what if you don't like what I'm doing, then, you know, you could jump off. I'm not holding anyone here hostage. So, yeah. I'm doing 6th grade math, so yeah. It's MEO. Lol, it's like grade 5 maths. What the fuck are you solving? Okay. So, yeah. I mean, you being here just adds to the stream, so it's all good. So, yeah. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to stick around. Easy. Dang, I swear to God, you guys are just like hating on me today. Yeah, but you know what? I love it. I love it when you guys engage with me. Shows me that somebody's paying attention. So yeah, whatever you guys want to say, just go right ahead. What point is located at -1? D. Order the numbers from least to greatest. Okay. Dubai, UAE has set a record temperature of 49 degrees. What is number 49? Dubai's record high temperature above 0. A red bird is flying at an elevation of 17 and 1/9 meters. A blue bird is flying at an elevation of 10 and 3/5 meters. Which of the following inequalities correctly compares elevations? This one. Which of the following descriptions is correct? The red bird, which one is the red bird? Is flying at a higher elevation than the blue bird. Yes, it absolutely is. C at half, but it's negative. Okay, there we go. Use the following number line to determine if the expressions are true or false. A is less than B, absolutely. Absolute A is, yes it is. Is less than that, yes it is. Which one? Oh. Dang, I can't believe I got that one wrong. I'm reading these a little bit too fast, so. The average temperature of Temuco, Chile in July is 7 degrees Celsius. Which of the following statements is true? Yes. Yes. Oops. Average temperature. Oh, below 0. Dang. 7 point. Oh, no. It's a blue dot. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Dang, I'm just sucking. Alright, here we go. Which point represents the opposite of 2 on the number line? B? There we go. Which of the following inequalities are correct? Some of the numbers involved are shown on the number line. -5 is less than, or -7 is less than, yes, that's true. 7 is greater than -7, absolutely. -7 is less than 0, absolutely. Howard is sitting in a dinghy at an elevation of 1 meter above 1 meter relative to sea level. His friend Peter is snorkeling at an elevation of -3 meters. It's pretty deep relative to sea level. Which friend is located at the higher elevation? Howard. Which friend is far from sea level? Peter. Dang, I gotta do that again. Oh my god. You know what? Let me see what I got wrong. Okay. Sea level is 0. Elevation of New Orleans. Yes, distance from sea level. Ella. So what's greater than 10? That one. That one. Temuco. Is, oh, not below. Above. It's just one of them. Okay, I remember that one. At the Smithsonian National Zoological Park, the zookeepers need to track the weight of their 2 pandas. At the beginning of February, both pandas weighed the same. Mei Xiang lost 3 kilograms over the month of February. Tian Tian gained 2 kilograms over the month of February. Which panda weighed the most at the end of the season? So if you gained Tian Tian, which panda had the biggest change? Mei Xiang. Alright, let's do this unit test again. Let's go. I don't want to show that. Okay. Zookeeper weighs her animals once a month, compares their weights to the previous month. Lemur lost. Okay. Least amount of change, the otter. I remember this problem. 5.85. So it's like 5.5. Say A. Wang Xiu Ying has $109 in her savings account. She has negative $20 in her checking account. Negative 21 is less than 109. Which of the following descriptions is correct? Wang Xiu Ying's saving account has a lower value account than her checking. Checking account. And her savings. Yes. This one. I gotta read these extra carefully. Yo, I'm thinking about changing the tags to this because I realize when you look up Khan Academy, it appeals to a certain demographic in the world. I did some keyword research, actually, and I'm like, there's a lot of people in a certain country. Well, I don't know if it's in India, but I'm like, I definitely want to cater more towards Americans. I will say a viewer is a viewer, but yeah, I want people in the US to watch me, so I gotta think about how to appeal to a US audience. I was thinking about maybe streaming on Twitch today, but I wasn't completely sure. Who's following? And yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable here on YouTube, but yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll study something else on Twitch, maybe the Constitution perhaps. Use the following number to determine the expressions, if the expressions are true or false. A is greater than B, that's false. Absolute A is greater than absolute B, yes. How A is now is greater than absolute B, that's false. A is 6. It's opposite 4/3. Following equalities are correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Least to greatest. It's to the right. Oh, negative. It's greater than. Yep. Greatest to least. Put the greatest number on the left. Yeah, this is 1.2. There we go. This is negative 1.25. Carl's planning out. I want to look up this MEO math in another. I want to look up this MEO math. G papers. Oh, okay. Carlos planning out his route for an upcoming race. He uses negative numbers to represent points before the finish line, positive numbers to represent points past the finish line on Carl's map. The last water station is at negative 27 meters. His family's watching it at 9 meters. What does 0 represent? Past the finish line. The finish line. The number line shows Carrie's gas bill in dollars. On a bill, a positive amount represents the amount of money due. What is the amount on Carrie's gas bill in dollars? What's the difference between dollars? Between the amount on Carrie's gas bill and 0. Alright, cool. Let's go. Oh shoot. Okay. So this is gonna be third. Oh, come on. What did I even press? This is gonna be 13 minus 0.75 12 plus 8 times half. So we got 13 minus 9 plus 4. 8 is the number. 27 times 0, 0. Expression 1.08s plus 1.02b predicts the end year value of a financial portfolio where S is the given value of stocks and B is the value of bonds in the portfolio at the beginning of the year. Oops. What is the predicted end of year portfolio that begins? Let's see, 216 plus 102, 318. Consider three terms. Coefficients are 4 and 1. Yeah, okay. I had to double check that. Okay, yo, if I get one more hater in here, I'm gonna laugh. What happens to the expression as k decreases? Decreases. Yeah. Right, cool. Three more than the product of 2x plus 3. Ben has B dollars, Cam has 7 few dollars, and Ben B minus 7. Six more than the quotient of 4 and x, so 4 divided by x minus 6. There you go. 6 more than the quotient. Nicholas used a $10 bill to pay for granola bar that cost P dollars. How much change? P minus, 10 minus P. 3 minus the product of 2x. There we go. That's pretty easy. $16a plus 20. That's correct. There's 3 answers, okay. Oh, no. Yeah, 16a plus 20. Yes, there we go. Factor, I can take a 6 out, it's 10 minus 6. No, you can take a factor out of 12. It's 12 and a 6. Yeah, that's right? Yeah, that's right. Least common multiple. 2? No, multiple. 32. No, that's factor. 48. Combine like terms. 10k plus 45? No. 10. It's 15? 15. No, 30. $45. Yeah. $9. Oh, I gotta start typing stuff. 9 2R. Yeah. Distribute to create an equivalent expression with the fewest symbols possible. 5x plus 10y plus 5z. It's pretty easy. Six less than the product of 4x minus 6. Factor out of 12. So 12 2m p. Yes. And you can factor out of 6. 4. Yes. Oh shit. Oh. Man, that I hate when they do that. So this is x to the 8. Eric owns and operates a hot ham food truck. The expression gives the cost of B burger than H hot dogs. Was cost of 4 burgers and 8 hot dogs. 3.25 times 4 plus hot dogs, 6 hot dogs, times 6. 25. 4p plus 3. Greatest common factor. 6. 6. 4 plus 3t. 9. 6 plus 5, 11. Greatest common factor, I see 12. No, not 12. Could be 4. Here you made 48 chocolate chips and white sugar cookies. How many? 48 plus y. There we go. Kyrie and Jayla were trying to describe parts of the expression. The entire expression is a sum of 5 terms. Wait, 1, 2, 3. The entire expression is the product of 4 factors. Kyrie. On sum. Product of 4 factors. I think this is correct. Yeah. Dang, I knew that one. 21x. What expressions are equivalent to 4b? This one, this one. This is like way more than 5. What happens to the expression increases from a small positive number to a large positive number? It gets smaller. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I hate. Jeez. Dang, bro. Semi and Timu. Timu. Did I describe first? Is the coefficient? Is the sum of 4 terms? What? Timu. The entire expression is product of 2 factors. Oh, that was a guess. Oh my god. Oh man, American education right here, everybody. Complete the descriptions of the parts expression below. The entire expression is a product of 3 factors. Coefficient. No. Dang it. confusing this. Oh my god. I've even marked over trying to describe parts of 5a over 2a plus 3. The entire expression is a quotient of 5a and 2 plus 3. Okay. Aviv is correct on its own. 2 plus 3. Sum with two terms. Both are correct. Kate and Ismaila were trying to describe parts of the expression 20xy. Ismaila said 20 is a factor in the product. 20 is a coefficient. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Yes, it is. Wow, that was pathetic. I'm gonna do it again. It's a sum with two factors. It's a product of three factors. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, I gotta read this one more time. Yeah, because if I'm gonna help people do these types of problems to get their GED, okay, a factor is something we multiply. A term is something we get. Oh, okay. A factor is something we multiply. Yeah, that's true. A term is something we get. Okay, okay, got it. Three terms. Coefficients are half x and 1. Half and 1, rather. Okay. Estelle and Isaac were trying to describe parts of the expression. The entire expression is a product of two factors. That's correct. Is a sum with two. No, that's one, two terms. Estelle. There we go. Okay, I get it now. It's a sum of four terms. That's incorrect. Coefficients, neither correct. Give me that bonus question. Consider the expression 4 times a quantity of 8x plus 5. Complete two descriptions. The entire expression is a product of two factors. On itself is a sum with two terms. There we go. Factor. Okay, so we could do 10. That's correct. We could do a 5. That's not correct. Do a 5. That's not correct. Can we do 15? No, we cannot. 2. Wait. 2. 15. Yeah, we could do a 2. Factor to identify equivalent expressions. So if we do 5, it has to be 12. 18. Okay, that one's correct. If we do a 10, 6, 9, 2. Yep, that one's correct. Factor to identify. So we could do 14, which is going to be 10, 2, and 8, 1. And then if we factor out a 2, well, that's 70, 14. Yes, attention to detail. Shit. Oh, factor out a 7. There we go. Factor 5. If we get that one, 4 times 15 is 60. Yes. 4. And then we could factor out 20. Okay, if I get that bonus question. 64b minus 16c. We could factor out an 8 or a 16. So if we do 8, b, that's not correct. We could do a 16. That's correct. Can we do a 4? Well, that's not correct. We could do a 2. That's correct. Alright. Alright, unit test time one more time. Let's go. Which expressions are equivalent to 2j No, none of the above. Factor 28 plus 56t plus 28w to identify the expressions. plus 2t. That's one of them. You can factor out a 4. Just no t and the w. No. 4 times 13. It's not 56. Can you factor out a 7? Yes, you can. 4 tw. Yeah. There we go. The expression half bh gives the area of a triangle where b is the base and the triangle and h is the height of the triangle. What is the area of the triangle with a base 7, 14? This common factor. Is it 15? Consider the expression a third base with height. This is a cone. Complete the two descriptions. Oh, no. This is a cylinder? No. Oh, it's a pyramid. Complete two descriptions. The expression is a product of 4 factors. What is a coefficient? 6 more than the quotient of 4x. Distribute and to create an equivalent expression with the fewest symbols possible. 28p plus 14q plus 21r. Combine like terms. 2r minus 2. Hold on. Are you shitting me? Hold on. 2r plus 2. Daniel gets a paycheck every 4 weeks. He works X hours each week. 4x. How many is this? How many hours does Daniel get paid for each paycheck? Every 4 weeks. For X? No. X hours. No. I know I'm brain farting right here. He works X hours each week. Oh no. Yeah, I was like, I knew it. Okay, 11. 2c plus 3d. 32. 3. Oh. 18. Dang, I gotta do this again. So 1 plus okay, thankfully I just hold on. I do want to get mastery again. 2 minus p. Okay, I'm just gonna write it down because, oops. 8f plus 4g. Hey, I'm pretty good. 8f plus 4g. That one. Yes. If you need a right to describe parts of an expression. The entire expression is product. 3 factors, that's wrong. It's 2 factors. On its own, sum with 2 terms. Ian. Combine like terms. Okay, let's see. 6, oh. 8x minus 2y plus 3. 2 times the sum of 5 plus x. This is going to be 16. 64 divided by 16 is 4. Here's common factor. 1. You can distribute a 6. Shit, 6. So 4c plus 60. It's not 60 plus 3. Yes. Ben Frank, electrician. That's funny. He charges clients 15H. Well, I'm glad that my chat widget works in the stream. So yeah, thanks Hello World and Charmista for hating on me. That was cool. At least I know that works. Ben Frank is an electrician who installs light fixtures. There we go. He charges where H is the number of hours and F is the number of fixtures installed. 15 times 7 plus 40 times 9. 465. I think I did this one already. Let's see, 12E minus 6F minus 8. One sec, I want to check something. Be right back. I'm still here, guys. Don't worry. Of course, these motherfuckers ain't got shit on their channel. We good. Alright, I was just curious. What happens to it as T decreases? Hold on. So if this is like 2 over 2, that's 4. 2, 1, 1. It's 2, 2, 1, negative 1. So what? Negative 2 over negative 1. 2, negative 2. Negative 2. Negative 4. 2. Oh, this is 2. Let's see, it's the same. Factor, I could do 12. So 12 is be 2 plus 3 minus 1. could factor out a 3, which would be 8, 12. Okay, I think that's it. Plus Q minus, there you go. Least common multiple, let's see, 20. Evaluate. M is 21, 7. So what is this? This is gonna be, where's my cursor? Is my tablet dead? Oh no. I thought it was at 100 yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it's okay, it's 54%. Okay, but I guess it goes to sleep. Alright, here we go. We got 7 minus 1 minus 6. 0. Woo! There we go. Alright, got a lot of stuff I gotta cover. B is oh, what the heck? Okay, that was weird. So I divide each side by 4/3. Then 4/5 times 3/4, 12, 20. Oops. I could reduce this to 3/5. Where m equals 4 is the solution. That's it. That's it. Nope. Nope. Yes. 3.3. 3. 12 equals 4c. TS4. 6. C equals 6. No, 4. It's not 4. Here we go. More than halfway there. It's half. You add, no, yeah, you subtract. Why, what the heck? Why did you add 3/4 setting up? You subtract it from both sides. Liang bought a basket of apples to make pies for her friends. The basket of apples weighed p-pounds. Before she had time to make the pies, she ate 3 pounds of apples. 70 pounds. The basket of p-pounds. She ate 3 pounds of apples. P-pounds. So P equals 17 equals P minus 3. P minus 3. 20. Kendall wants to play several games of laser tag. He has $35 to play. He has $35 to play G games. So 35 divided by 5 equals G. 60 is 5 times. 60 equals is 5 times as great as k. That means k is 12. Always subtract. Why did he add it to the side? Subtract it from both sides. So setting up. Yeah, pretty easy. Alright, this definitely beats long division and multiple digit multiplication. Is less than but greater than 57. That's it. Graph x is greater than or equal to 0. Is that it? Oh, okay. Greater than or equal to 0. There we go. Kwame must earn 16 stars per day to get a prize from the classroom treasure box. Right, inequality, it's S is the number of stars must have each day. Describes S. S? Oh, S is greater than or equal to 16. Greater than or equal to 16. More than. Shit. There you go. Choose the equality that represents the graph below. Greater than or equal to 3. Less than 7. X is less than 7. Shit. Gotta do it again. Okay, let's go. The balloon was originally filled up with 440 cubic meters of air. Air slightly leaks over time. Right, inequality describes V. Volume. V is less than 440. Right, inequality describes V. Volume. There we go. Less than 5. X is greater than 1. There we go. X is negative, greater than negative 4. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it. Y is greater than 2007. Let's Used in print in 2007, so that means it was 2007. Dude, come on. In print. Whatever. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. Fee is less than 500. M is greater than M is greater than 120. JC and Sophie. J is less than 14. Small pizza has an area of 730. P is oh, thank God. Alright, here we go. Y equals 2x plus 2. Train will travel 300 kilometers at a constant rate. Write an equation that represents the train's rate in kilometers. 300 RT kilometers per hour $450. I don't know. 200. Yeah, because yeah. Amaria is searching for an electric car. She finds this graph which shows how much range measured in kilometers the car gains based on charging time. Okay. T equals $15K. Jeez. Oh, oops. Okay, wait, this is 150. 150. 10, 150. You got 20, 300. And you got 30, 450, 15. Okay, what's an equation he could follow to? Oh, wait. Divided by 15. Okay, divided by 15. x 45. Wait. 5, 30, 15. Abby knows that 1 mile is about 1.61 kilometers. She wants to write an equation. She can convert any distance in miles to kilometers. God. That is brutal. Okay. D equals 0.5 P. Janelle is packing a suitcase that currently weighs 22 kilograms. She has one more item to pack that weighs X kilograms. She wrote this equation to think that the total weight of the suitcase is the given weight. Okay, total. Independent variable. It's opposite. I gotta read this shit again. I need to know the definition. Dependent variable is the value that's affected. Independent variable, it depends on the independent variable. Okay. Y equals 3x minus 2. B. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. 1. Piece A's height is 49 centimeters, while piece of plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 2 plus 3 Dang, I did even worse. Alright. P equals 25 and 200, which will describe the relationship between the x, y coordinates on the following graph. Let's see. It's 2x plus 1. 2x minus 1? Yeah, 2x minus 1. X 3.6 0.8 0.6. No, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. 2.4 3.6. 0.4. Cameron collects old books, and they convince their friend Kenji to start collecting as well. Every month they go to the store together and they each buy a book. This table shows how many books they each have. They both want an equation that can find how many books Cameron will have when Kenji has K books. When Kenji has a book, just add 11. Oh, God. Seth is planning a route for a train that travels at a constant 220 kilometers per hour. They want to write an equation that shows how many hours a trip takes. D equals, yeah. Fuck. Oh wait. Start over. How many hours a trip takes? Myra is 5 years young. Shit, I keep touching my pad. Myra is 5 years younger than her sister Talat. Myra wants to write an equation. Her own age. So, younger. Very well. Munira is planning a 300-kilometer trip. She wants to write an equation that shows how many hours a trip will take at the rate in which she travels. So T equals that's only one. Unit test time. Here we go. X is less than or equal to 20 problems. J divided by 9 equals 545. My manograph shows age compared to his cat's age. He's 20 years old. It's like divided by 6. No, minus 5. Minus 5. Minus 5. Greater than negative 3. X divided by 2 is 4. 7. 1y is 3. 6. Setting up. Let's see. Calculating is wrong. She did the right thing. She added 3/5 to both sides. Seven-fifths. Ha Yun can dive a depth of 7 meters. Jiwoo cannot dive as deep as J is less than 7. .7 equals W plus 1.3. You know, it'd be cool if they added the dyslexia font to this. I think that would be really, really useful, especially for dyslexic kids. 2.7. 2x plus 1. This one. Amir went to a flower farm and picked F flowers. When she got home, she put flowers in 4 vases with 20 flowers. F equals 22 times 4. 8. Uh, 2.7. Oh, 3. Divide each side by 0.3. Yeah. 20. 13 is less than equal to -1. Raj's Catering Company is serving an event for 35 guests. Usual as well. We'll choose either a salad or bowl of soup. S equals 35 minus B. No. Plus B. No, 35. 35 equals S plus B. Oh wait, this means 35 minus S equals 35 minus B. B. Mine's running a 10-kilometer race. She wants to write an equation for her average rate. R equals six. Six is greater than X. Subtract side. Oh. Okay. 1/8, so 1/8 plus C equals 4/5. C equals 4/5 plus 1/8. Greatest common factor is 40. 32 plus 5, 37 over 40. What the fuck? Subtract. Oh shit, 27 divided by 40. Shit. 12.5. 15/15. 9, 10. 11. Shit. 11, 6th minus 7, 54, and equals 42. 57. 54, 57, 54. Oh. So 1 and 3. It's 3 into this. 1, 18, and an 18th. Oh, 18. Dang, I was slow. 19.9. 11 13ths. 4. Take this one more time. C is the dependent. Dang, I forgot this already. Shit. Let's see. Be 36. And equals 6. Yes. 10, 8. James assignment, ring assignment to complete. James read R pages. R plus 75 is 200. Setting up. Pink's Ice Cream Palace offers unique Sunday that tastes over 2 kilograms. Damn. Same addition of toppings. K is greater than 2. X is greater than 77. 10 less than J is 35. 10 less than J. This is like everything else. They make 25 necklaces. 6 halves plus b equals 7 over 4. 6 fourths. 1/4. Oh, x is less than 5, yes. Noah is studying a type of sea sponge that grows at a constant rate. Equals 2h. So, h divided by 2. Fifths. Oh, 1/5 plus z equals 3/5. X is greater than 2. Frick, okay. I'm gonna watch this video, because I don't know shit about this apparently.
Let's say that you love to eat apples, and you are going to buy A apples, so A is the number of apples, but you also have a budget, so you have to care about cost. So let's say C is equal to the total cost. And let's say that the price of an apple is $2, so $2 per apple. There's several ways that we can express the relationship between the total cost and the number of apples. One way is if we solve for the total cost, and we say, okay, the total cost is going to be $2 per apple times the number of apples, so it's going to be 2A. Another way that we could rewrite this, if we were to divide both sides of this by 2, we would get that the number of apples is equal to cost over 2. These are equivalent expressions, I should say these are equivalent equations, but the way they've been written make it useful for different scenarios. For example, on the left-hand side here, it's really easy to try out different A's and then think about how that will affect the cost. And so when it's written like this, we would call the variable that it's easy to try out different values, we would call that the independent variable. And then the one that we are essentially solving for, that we then spit out a value after we compute using the independent variable, you call that the dependent variable. You could view it as
what you're solving for is dependent
on the number of apples you choose to eat. Now, when we write it over here, this looks a little bit different. Now the number of apples is solved for, and we compute how many apples based on the cost. So this would be a scenario where you have a budget, and you tell me what the budget is, and I can tell you the number of apples. So in this situation, C is the independent variable, and since we have solved for A is the dependent variable. This is useful if I give you a number of apples and you want to know the total cost, and this is useful if you have a certain cost, and then you want to find out the number of apples.
Got it, okay. Okay, I just need like 2 problems like that. 15. Graph is x is greater than -1. Plus 5. Oh no. Plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6. 4. Tax equals P times 0.08. Divided say by 3. That's valid. Valid. Valid like salad. Here we go. $15 is 9 more than J. 6. 9 equals 60. X is greater than 1. Equal to 5. And we go 10. Six times P equals 5. 15 halves, which is 7.5. Shit. Which, okay. This one. Richard and Jordan went to see a movie. Richard spent $M at the movie theater. Jordan spent $12. 26 equals 12 plus M. Kojo wants to be an author to improve his writing skills every day. After school, he writes 3 pages of a story he's working on. Kojo has been writing for D days. 81 equals D. 27. 10, 4, 8. What you solving for? What you solving for? Oof. -4 T is less than arithmetical interpretation. Oh, what is this? Plane figures? Okay. What's the area of a triangle? We got 2 triangles we gotta solve for. $14. $121 minus 36. 16 is 5 square root of 5. Skip this one. Uh-oh. What happened? 801. Hello? Hello? Oh, 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Dang. Oh, I'm stupid. 28. Half the height times the base, yeah. $135. $10 B equals 40. 14. 5. So this is 4, 3. So we got 20 and then 30. This triangle A is 30. 20, 20, 20. 20. Yeah, 30. So 9 times 9 is 81. The whole thing is 81. This is 10. This is 6. 81 minus 16. 5. 65. 18. 10. This is what? 10 and a half. 27 divided by 2. 13 and a half. So 13 and a half, 10 and a half. 24. This is 54. And 27 is 13 and a half. 67.5. There we go. 75. 15. Shoot. You take the average. 14, 7, 28. 5. So area of the triangle. 60, 90. Triangle A, 54, so it's 27? 27, this is 30. 27. Wait. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 4. This is 4. So this is 12. 30. There we go. 12, 30. 30. 6. 4. 20. 30. 50. 7. Half the height times the base. 15 times 9, 35. Yep, got it. That was pretty easy. I like that unit. It's a good unit. Okay, let's go. Love geography. Geometry. Dang, sound like my cousin. One or two. Y-axis. Temperature at several times of day are graphed on the coordinate plane below. X-axis represents the number of hours before afternoon. For example, -1 would represent 11 a.m. The y-axis represents the temperature in degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is as the day went by. 3 p.m. 7 p.m. So that's 8. 6 degrees. Plot 2 points that are 6 units from point B. Just in what coordinates B. So it's at 1, -6, and then +6 is 7. May graph the locations of several places in her town on the coordinate plane below. Which location has an x coordinate of 6? Hospital. Where is 2, 6 located? 2, -6. 2, quadrant 4. That's pretty easy. Rectangle ABCD is graphed in the coordinate plane. Okay, vertices of -2, 1, B is 3, 1, C is A, B, C is 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, D is -2, 4, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 15 units. What the heck? 5. Perimeter. Oh shit. It's 5 by 3. 16. What is the length of the side AB? 3. 2, 1, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. -4. 1, 2. So it's A, -2, 2. It's B, 2, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Origin. 4, 7. It's the area. So negative, so 2, and then 2, 7, 9, 2, 7, 18. So it's 6, 5, so 6. Is coordinate P or coordinate Q? P. The upper left coordinates of a rectangle, negative 3, 2, negative 3, 2. Upper right coordinates are 6, 2, 6. So this is 3. This is 9. 6. 4. Perimeter of 30 units. So 9 plus 15. Yeah, that was pathetic. Let's do it again. Okay. P. 3, 2, 6, 2. So, 6. CD. 11. Upper left coordinates are negative 8, 8, negative 8. Upper right coordinates are negative 3, 8. Area, so this is what? 5. It's gonna be 3. Is coordinate M or N represent the greater number in the following parallelogram? 0. N. No. 0. 0. M. There you go. Let's do it again. There's only 5 questions. Negative 5, 6, negative 5, positive 6, negative 2, positive 6, 3, so 5, 4, 5, length of CD 4. 4 4. Positive 4 4. There we go. Cool. Okay, here we go. What was the warmest high temperature? 24? What's the perimeter of this rectangle? 2, 8. Negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, negative 4. 4, negative 4. 2. Yeah, that's good. Its coordinates point D. AC is negative 2. And A is negative 2, 5. 2, 5. C is negative 2. 2, negative 6. Quadrant 5, 4. 2, negative 6. Yep. What's the meaning of A? Temperature on day 4. The high temperature on day 4. It's above 0. Gee, so negative 2, negative 8. What's this area? So 5 and 3. 15. It's positive x coordinate. So it could be quadrant 1, quadrant 4. It could be on the x-axis. Adam graphs the low temperatures in LCS. What was the low temperature on on the 6th day of the trip? 0. Point E has a negative x coordinate and its y coordinate is not 0. So 2 and 3. There we go. Volume 42. 12. At least 55 cubic. Oh shoot. Okay. This is 4 times 3 and a third, which is 12, 13 and a third. Definitely not. This is 21 times 3. Oh shit. Which equals what? 63. 7. 70. 65 thirds. What is that? 22? 21. 84. 2 thirds. 84 and 2 thirds. This is 15 times 2 and 2 thirds. I don't think that's enough. But this is going to be 30, 47 over 3. That's 15. 15 and 2 thirds. Alright. Large truck. How many edges? 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Find the surface area. Alright, it's gonna be 400 times 6, 2400. How much tile will it take to cover the pedestal, including the bottom? What's the base? 3 times 16, 42, 48. Oh, surface area. So the triangles are 3 times 16, 48. So 48, 48. So 48. 300. 300. Then 480. Okay, so we got 48 plus 48 plus 100 plus 3, 100 plus 480. 1176. Square pyramid. $16. Alice. Alice is building caterpillar habitat for some caterpillars she found in her backyard. She plans to cover all the sides of the habitat with the screen so that caterpillars get. Even the bottom? Okay, let's see. We got 0.4 times 2, 0.32 times 2, 3.04. Easy. Surface area. 24 times 2. 160. 200. 24 plus 24 plus 200 plus 160. 160. 20. Yeah, this is it. Find the surface area of the pyramid. So we got 64 plus 24 times 3. 24 times 4. 6. 64. 160. MC lap pool is right on Technoprism. How deep? 36. 36 at 8 times 20. 4, 2. Rectangular prism, square pyramid. Is the volume? Times 2/3, 18/15, or 1 and a 5th. Here receives the prizes. Including the bottom. So we got 36. 45 times 5. 5 times 4. 0, 180. 216. 8.5. Corn. That was pretty easy. Okay. The following 30 members. Which of the following is a typical number of challenge questions? 1 member. Oh, shoot. It's not good. Be right back, everybody. All right, sorry about that. Typical. 5, 4, 7, 6, 7. Oh, let's see. C2, C3, C1, C2. Pacey the Peacock sells rare feathers bows. Number of feathers she sold last 8 months. Let me see. So 1, 4, 2. Four. No, why not? Variability. Oh. Dang! That one question cost me half. Oh my god. 4, 5, 8. Oh, between 4 and 5. And 1 and 2. 4. Let's report a typo. Typo. It says days. It says answer label says days. What does it say? 053. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, what? Four plus 7 is 11, 20, 24, 21. What the fuck? Four, 7, oops. 20. Oh. 25. Dang. 4 to 7, then 20 to 23. 5 minus 1 is 4. How many vehicles are needed? Gems. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 12, 18, 21, 23. Let's see. 4, 5, 8, 8, 6, 17, 25, 31. 4 to 7. Huh? Five versus 1, 4. Alright, another typo. 4 to 7. Oh, that's what that does. What is it? 4 to 7. 4 to 7. Yes. Shows 4 to 8. Yes. 2 20 to 23, guess. Rooms. What? Okay. Try again. Okay. There we go. Okay, statistics is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. So m divided by 4. 4. M equals 4, 5, 6, 1. Oh yeah, 81 plus 83 plus 84 plus 83.6. Lara is a wildlife researcher. While they were analyzing the mean and median lengths of 7 fish and their team had observed, the fish all had different lengths between 15 and 33 centimeters. Lara found out that they were misreading the longest length. It was actually how this length is the mean and median. The following table shows the number of fire hydrants in each lane was seen by. Oops. Oops. Find the median number of fire hydrants. 15. So the mean is 273 divided by 5. 273. That's 2. 135. 2. percent. Especially observe the number of minutes this dormant spent on social media. Shit. Ugh. Okay, I actually don't know how to do this. Hold on. Okay, I might actually have to.
Let's get some practice calculating interquartile ranges, and I've taken some exercises from the Khan Academy exercises here, and I'm just going to solve it on my scratch pad. The following data points represent the number of animal crackers in each kid's lunchbox. Sort the data from least to greatest, and then find the interquartile range of the data set, and I encourage you to do this before I take a shot at it. All right, so let's first sort it. And if we were actually doing this on the Khan Academy exercise, you could just drag these, you can just click and drag these numbers around to sort them, but I'll just do it by hand. So let's see, the lowest number here looks like it's a 4, so I have that 4, then I have another 4, then I have another 4, and let's see, are there any 5s? No 5s, but there is a 6. So then there's a 6, and then there's a 7. There doesn't seem to be an 8 or a 9, but then we get to a 10. And then we get to 11, 12, no 13, but then we get 14. And then finally we have a 15. So the first thing we want to do is figure out the median here. So the median is the middle number. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So there's going to be just one middle number. I have an odd number of numbers here. And it's going to be the number that has 4 to the left and 4 to the right. And that middle number, the median, is going to be 10. Notice I have 4 to the left and 4 to the right. And the interquartile range is all about figuring out the difference between the middle of the first half and the middle of the second half. It's a measure of spread, how far apart all of these data points are. And so let's figure out the middle of the first half. So we're going to ignore the median here and just look at these first 4 numbers. And so out of these first 4 numbers, I have, since I have an even number of numbers, I'm going to calculate the median using the middle 2 numbers. So I'm going to look at the middle 2 numbers here. I'm going to take their average. So the average of 4 and 6, halfway between 4 and 6 is 5. Or you can say 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. But then I want to divide that by 2. So this is going to be equal to 5. So the middle of the first half is 5. You can imagine it right over there. And in the middle of the second half, I'm going to do the same thing. I have 4 numbers. So I'm going to look at the middle 2 numbers. The middle 2 numbers are 12 and 14. The average of 12 and 14 is going to be 13. It is going to be 13. You do 12 plus 14 over 2. That's going to be 26 over 2, which is equal to 13. But an easier way for numbers like this, you say, like 13 is right exactly halfway between 12 and 14. So there you have it. I have the middle of the first half is 5. I have the middle of the second half, 13. To calculate the interquartile range, I just have to find the difference between these two
hello,
things.
doggy.
So the interquartile range for this first example is going to be 13 minus 5. The middle of the second half minus the middle of the first half, which is going to be equal to 8. Let's do some more of these. This is strangely fun. Find the interquartile range of the data in the dot plot below. Songs on each album in Shane's collection. And so let's see what's going on here. And like always, I encourage you to take a shot at it. So this is just representing the data in a different way, but we could write this again as an ordered list. So let's do that. We have one song, or we have one album with 7 songs, I guess you could say. So we have a 7. We have 2 albums with 9 songs. So we have 2 9s. Let me write those. We have 2 9s. Then we have 3 10s. Cross those out. So 10, 10, 10. Then we have an 11. We have an 11. We have 2 12s. 2 12s. And then finally we have, so I used those already, and then we have an album with 14 songs. 14. So all I did here is I wrote this data like this. So we could see, okay, this album has 7 songs, this album has 9, this album has 9. And the way I wrote it, it's already in order. So I can immediately start calculating the median. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. I have an even number of numbers. So to calculate the median, I have to look at the middle 2 numbers. So the middle 2 numbers look like it's these 2 10s here, because I have 4 to the left of them and then 4 to the right of them. And so since I'm calculating the median using 2 numbers, it's going to be halfway between them. It's going to be the average of these 2 numbers. Well, the average of 10 and 10 is just going to be 10. So the median is going to be 10. Median is going to be 10. And in a case like this, where I calculate the median using the middle 2 numbers, I can now include this left 10 in the first half, and I can include this right 10 in the second half. So let's do that. So the first half is going to be those 5 numbers, and then the second half is going to be these 5 numbers. And it makes sense, because I'm literally just looking at first half is going to be 5 numbers, second half is going to be 5 numbers. If I had a true middle number, like the previous example, then we ignore that when we look at the first and second half, or at least that's the way that we're doing it in these examples. But what's the median of this first half if we look at these 5 numbers? Well, if you have 5 numbers, if you have an odd number of numbers, you're going to have one middle number, and it's going to be the one that has 2 on either side. So this has 2 to the left, and it has 2 to the right. So the median of the first half, the middle of the first half is 9, right over here. In the middle of the second half, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, and this 12 is right in the middle. You have 2 to the left and 2 to the right. So the median of the second half is 12. Interquartile range is just going to be the median of the second half, 12, minus the median of the first half, 9, which is going to be equal to 3. So if I was doing this on the actual exercise, I would fill out a 3 right over there.
Okay. Okay, got it. Quota range.
Psychologist surveys the age of about 100 trees in a local forest. He uses a box and whisker plot to map his data, shown below. What is the range of tree ages that he surveyed? What is the median age of a tree in the forest? So first of all, let's make sure we understand what this box and whiskers plot is even about. This is really a way of seeing the spread of all of the different data points, which are the ages of the trees, and to also give other information, like what is the median and where do most of the ages of the trees sit. So this whisker part, so you can see this black part is the whisker, this is the box, and then this is another whisker right over here. The whiskers tell us essentially the spread of all of the data. So it says the lowest data point in the sample is an 8-year-old tree. I'm assuming that this axis down here is in years. And it says that the oldest tree right over here is 50 years. So if we want the range, and we think of range in a statistics point of view, we're thinking of the highest data point minus the lowest data point. So it's going to be 50 minus 8. So we have a range of 42. So that's what the whiskers tell us. It tells us that everything falls between 8 and 50 years, including 8 years and 50 years. Now what the box does, the box starts at, well, let me explain it to you this way. This line right over here, this is the median. This right over here is the median. And so half of the ages are going to be less than this median. We see right over here the median is 21. So this box and whiskers plot tells us that half of the ages of the trees are less than 21 and half are older than 21. And then these endpoints right over here, these are the medians for each of those sections. So this is the median for all of the trees that are less than the real median, or less than the main median. So this is the middle of all of the ages of trees that are less than 21. This is the middle age for all of the trees that are greater than 21, or older than 21. And so these essentially are splitting, we're actually splitting all of the data into 4 groups. This we would call the first quartile, so I'll call it Q1 for a first quartile. Maybe I'll do 1Q. This is the first quartile. Roughly a fourth of the trees, because the way you calculate it, sometimes a tree ends up in one point or another. About a fourth of the trees end up here. A fourth of the trees are between 14 and 21. A fourth are between 21 and it looks like 33. And then a fourth are in this quartile. So we call this the first quartile, the second quartile, the third quartile, and the fourth quartile. So to answer the question, we already did the range. There's a 42-year spread between the oldest and the youngest tree. And the median age of a tree in the forest is at 21. So even though you might have trees that are as old as 50, the median of the forest is actually closer to the lower end of our entire spectrum of all of the ages. So if you view median as your central tendency measurement, it's only at 21 years. And you can even see it. It's closer to the left of the box and closer to the end of the left whisker than the end of the right whisker. So let's say that I've got 2 different data sets. So the first data set, I have 2, another 2, a 4, and a 4. And then in the other data set, I have a 1, we'll do this on the right side of the screen, a 1, a 1, a 6, and a 4. Now the first thing I want to think about is, well, is there a number that can give me a measure of center of each of these data sets? And one of the ways that we know how to do that is by finding the mean. So let's figure out the mean of each of these data sets. So this first data set, the mean, well, we just need to sum up all of the numbers. So it's going to be 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4, and then we're going to divide by the number of numbers that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, so that's that 4 right over there. And this is going to be 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So it's going to be 12 over 4, which is equal to 3. So actually, let's just see if we can visualize this a little bit on a number line. So and actually, I'll do a little bit of a dot plot here, so we can see all the values. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so we have 2 2s. And so why don't I just do, so for each of these 2s, let's do it in yellow. So I have 1 2, and then I'll have another 2. I'm just going to do a dot plot here. And then I have 2 4s. So 1 4, and another 4 right over there. And we calculated that the mean is 3. The mean is 3. A measure of central tendency, it is 3. So I'll just put 3 right over here. I'll just mark it with that dotted line. That's where the mean is. All right, well, we've visualized that a little bit, and that does look like it's the center. It makes sense. So now let's look at this other data set right over here. So the mean over here is going to be equal to 1 plus 1 plus 6 plus 4. All of that over, we still have 4 data points. And this is 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 divided by 4, this is also 3. So this also has the same mean. We have different numbers, but we have the same mean. But there's something about this data set that feels a little bit different about this. And let's visualize it to see if we can see a difference. Let's see if we can visualize it. So I have to go all the way up to 6. So let's say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go one more. 7. So we have a 1, we have a 1, we have another 1, we have a 6, and then we have a 4. And we calculated that the mean is 3. So we calculated that the mean is 3. So the mean is 3. So when we measure it by the mean, the central point, or measure of that central point, which we use as the mean, well, it looks the same, but the data sets look different. And how do they look different? Well, we've talked about notions of variability or variation. And it looks like this data set is more spread out. It looks like the data points are, on average, further away from the mean than these data points are. And so that's an interesting question that we ask ourselves in statistics. We just don't want a measure of center, like the mean. We might also want a measure of variability. And one of the more straightforward ways to think about variability is, well, on average, how far are each of the data points from the mean? And that might sound a little complicated, but we're gonna figure out what that means in a second, and not overuse the word mean. So we want to figure out, on average, how far are each of these data points from the mean. And what we're about to calculate, this is called mean absolute deviation. Absolute deviation. Mean absolute deviation, or if you just use the acronym MAD, MAD, for mean absolute deviation. And all we're talking about, we're going to figure out how much do each of these points, their distance, so absolute deviation, how much do they deviate from the mean, but the absolute of it. So each of these points at 2, they are 1 away from the mean. Doesn't matter if they're less or more, they're 1 away from the mean. And then we find the mean of all of the deviations. So what does that mean? I'm using the word mean. I'm using it a little bit too much. So let's figure out the mean absolute deviation of this first data set. So we've been able to figure out what the mean is. The mean is 3. So we take each of the data points and we figure out what's its absolute deviation from the mean. So we take the first 2. So we say 2 minus the mean. 2 minus the mean, we take the absolute value. So that's its absolute deviation. Then we have another 2, so we find that's absolute deviation from 3. Remember, if we're just taking 2 minus 3, taking the absolute value, that's just taking its absolute deviation. How far is it from 3? It's really easy to calculate in this case. Then we have a 4 and another 4. So let me write that. So then we have the mean, or we have the absolute deviation of 4 from 3, from the mean, and then plus, we have another 4. We have this other 4 right up here. 4 minus 3. We take the absolute value, because it's its absolute deviation, and then we divide it. And then we divide it by the number of data points we have. So what is this going to be? 2 minus 3 is negative 1, but we take the absolute value, it's just going to be 1. 2 minus 3 is negative 1, we take the absolute value, it's just going to be 1. And you see that here visually. This point is just 1 away. It's just 1 away from 3. This point is just 1 away from 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, absolute value of that is 1. This point is just 1 away from 3. 4 minus 3, absolute value, that's another 1. So you see in this case, every data point was exactly 1 away from the mean. And we took the absolute value so that we don't have negative ones. So we just care how far it is in absolute terms. So you have 4 data points. Each of their absolute deviations is 4 away. So the mean of the absolute deviations are 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4 over 4. So it's equal to 1. So one way to think about it is saying, on average, the mean of the distances of these points away from the actual mean is 1. And that makes sense because all of these are exactly 1 away from the mean. Now let's see what results we get for this data set right over here. And I'll do it. Let me actually get some space over here. At any point, if you get inspired, I encourage you to calculate the mean absolute deviation on your own. So let's calculate it. So the mean absolute deviation here, I'll write mad, is going to be equal to, well, let's figure out the absolute deviation of each of these points from the mean. So it's the absolute value of 1 minus 3, that's this first one, plus the absolute deviation, so 1 minus 3, that's the second one, and then plus the absolute value of 6 minus 3, that's the sixth, and then we have the 4, plus the absolute value of 4 minus 3, and then we have 4 points. So 1 minus 3 is negative 2, absolute value is 2, and we see that here. This is 2 away from 3. We just care about absolute deviation. We don't care if it's to the left or to the right. Then we have another 1 minus 3 is negative 2, it's absolute value, so this is 2. And that's this. This is 2 away from the mean. Then we have 6 minus 3, absolute value, that's just going to be 3. And that's this right over here. We see this 6 is 3 to the right of the mean. We don't care whether it's to the right or left. And then 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, absolute value is 1. And we see that. It is 1 to the right of 3. And so what do we have? We have 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8 over 4, which is equal to 2. So the mean absolute deviation, let me write down, it fell off over here. Here for this data set, the mean absolute deviation is equal to 2, while for this data set, the mean absolute deviation is equal to 1. And that makes sense. They have the exact same means. They both have a mean of 3, but this one is more spread out. The one on the right is more spread out because on average, each of these points are 2 away from 3, while on average, each of these points are 1 away from 3. The means of the absolute deviations on this one is 1. The means of the absolute deviations on this one is 2. So the green one is more spread out from the mean.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Well, that was a new concept. I don't think I might have done this in 8th grade, but I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna see. So first find the mean. Okay. 13 plus 14 plus 36 plus 9 divided by 6. 15. So 15. 15. And then can do 2 plus 1 plus shit. 36 minus 15. This means 15, so that means 2 plus 15 plus 1 plus 21 plus 3 plus 6 divided by 6, 8. So first, let's find the mean. Thank God we can use a calculator. 5. Then we got 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 divided by 5. 2. So range from 54, let's see, 54 to 76. Let's look at that range, 54, so it's either A or, it's not C. The median is, so we have 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Median is 70. So we're at 69. The median is 69. 54, 76. Okay, D. Okay, so first we got 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, yeah, 11, so 11 points. So find the median. Find the median of these numbers. So 3. So this is 3/5. This is 13. Data and statistics. Negative numbers. Let's see what these lessons are. Shapes of distributions. I think I got this one. I think I got this. That was easy. There's a data point that is very far from the center. Right. Peak. Okay. One more time. That was easy. I could have done that. One more time. One more time. What? Skewed? Skewed. Oh. Maximum. One more time. I got it. I got it. I got it. Cool. I'm not doing the fucking course challenge. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. 54. 76. What's the median? 69. That's 70. Frequency table. There's 1 1, 2 2s, 2 3s, 4 4s. 81, 82, 83, 83, 84, 84, 84, 85. So this is okay. Okay. So the mean, let's find the mean first. 6 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2. 8 plus 6 divided by 5. Okay, the mean is 5. So 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1, 2. Let's see. 12, 21, 30. The median, it's not the median, it's the mean. We're looking at some of the mean of the data set is 3 puppets. So 4 equals 12. So 1 plus 8, 4. Okay. Let's see. Add 2 more. Two of them. 7. We have 8 plus 6, 14, 16. Find the mean. Uh, 4, 8. Oh, it's so easy. Oh, shoot. Nice. Alright, I'm not taking that course challenge. Forget that. I am not doing that, guys. I need to move my mic closer a little. There we go. Alright, let's check out my stats. Dang. Level 39 plus 6. So if I'm 39, 6 equals 6. 786. That's today. I got 4,164 skills left. I'm at 15.88%. Cool. I think I'll call that a day. Yeah, it was really interesting today. Got my first haters on the stream. I don't know why you guys are hating. Like, if you, like I said, if you don't want to watch, don't watch. If you think I should be doing things harder, like, be nice about it. You don't have to say, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, it's whatever. I think maybe my next stream will be on Twitch, studying the Constitution. So yeah, take care, guys. I'll probably record that as well. But yeah, made some good progress today. This is way less stressful than the long division and multiple digit multiplication for sure. And yeah, caught a few typos as well. So yeah, thanks for joining me on my stream today.